What's up, college football fans? Don't forget to check out and order your copy of Stiff Arming Football Myths, our latest football game plan book. So go on our website at footballgameplan.com/books and get your copy. We have these available in paperback as well as in PDF form. Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our preview of the 2015 Medal of Honor Bowl, which will take place January 10th in Charleston, South Carolina. Now let's start this video off by breaking down some of the prospects on both squads, starting with the American team.
Bonner is a big-time prospect coming out of the Division II ranks. Fresh off of winning the Division II National Championship, Bonner possesses tremendous size and throwing ability. He comes out of a pro-style offense and reminds me a lot of the Buccaneers' Mike Glennon. I'll be interested to see how he's able to play quicker, so to speak, versus a step up in competition. There's a lot to like about Purdue's Akeem Hunt. He's a slasher that does a great job of pressing the hole before making his cuts. And look for Hunt to excel as a returner and showcase his above-average ability as a receiver. And as always, with running backs, you want to see where he stands in the pass protection department. R.J. Harris was one of the more productive receivers to come out of the FCS ranks in a very long time, totaling 401 receptions, over 4,300 yards, and 36 touchdowns. He's a big-time playmaker, and he's dangerous after the catch. I'll be on the lookout to see how well he's able to get off press coverage and how developed of a route runner he is coming out of New Hampshire. Jake Smith is an accomplished player that can play both guard and center. He's a four-year starter, and scouts will become a big fan of his ability in the running game. His footwork is definitely where it needs to be for an interior offensive lineman. I'm a big fan of Terry Williams' game out of East Carolina. He's an ideal nose tackle that shows great technique. His hands are always active, and he's able to extend while maintaining leverage. He's the type of defensive player that'll generate a lot of buzz this week in Charleston. Michael Gruber is a tackling machine, a two-time all-conference performer. What I'll be looking forward to seeing is how well he's able to stack and shed inside with a step up in competition level. Now, it'll be important for him to show versatility to be able to play both inside and out. Quinn Backus is another player of intrigue because of the possible switch from a 5'10", 215-pound outside linebacker to strong safety at the next level. Now, either way, expect Backus to showcase his tremendous athleticism to the pro scouts this week. Devontae Johnson out of Florida A&M is a very active cornerback with good athleticism, and what's going to help him out, obviously, is his ability to play special teams, as he's an excellent punt returner. Now, can he play in the slot and on the boundary will be what you want to keep an eye on this week. Another prolific passer to watch in this game is Kevin Rogers out of Henderson State. He's an excellent thrower of the football. You can tell he was well coached throughout his football career. Now, he's coming out of a predominantly gun offense, so you naturally want to see the drops, the rollouts, the boots, the waggles from him this week. But as far as throwing the football is concerned, the placement, the arm strength, the touch, he's definitely checking off all the boxes in that area. Kevin Parks was a highly productive player at Virginia and was also a consistent performer for that Cavaliers offense, and scouts will want to see how well he can play in space as a receiver, as a punt returner, etc. But he is also very underrated as an inside runner. Kenny Cook out of Gardner-Webb has the size that scouts tend to seek out from small school prospects, but he definitely has big-time game. Now, what instantly jumps out at you is how consistent he is at catching the football away from his body. Now, is he just an X, or can he be moved around a formation, is what you want to look out for this week in Charleston. Kyrie Lee is a big guy at 6'4", 235 pounds that still has room to fill out his frame to about 255, and Boise State did a great job finding matchups for him all across the field. He's dependable in the receiving department, and his inline skills in the running game will be the focal point this week during this bowl game. I spoke with Austin Gunn's coach, and he couldn't say enough great things about the 6'3", 304-pound center out of Richmond. Gunn was a football game plan preseason All-American and consistently graded out in the 90s this year. Look for him to generate a good bit of buzz this week in Charleston. You'll like Kashaw Lyons out of Tusculum. He's a versatile defender that moves very well for a guy that's 6'5", 300 pounds, and Tusculum played him all across the defensive line. And you know the NFL loves players with size, position, and scheme versatility, and Lyons definitely has that. I got the chance to see Memphis's linebacker Tank Jakes live versus Temple, and he's the type of backer that doesn't leave the field. Jakes is a guy that I believe can play all three linebacker spots. Some say he can play strong safety, which speaks volumes of how well he can move as a second-level player. Cornerback Carriel Brooks out of Adams State has tremendous ball skills and has a lot of Cortland Finnegan in his game. He can play off or press equally as effective, and he's able to play the quote-unquote hands game extremely well. Guys in this game last year like Walt Aikens and Quay Cox got the call up to other All-Star games because of their play, and I believe Brooks can be the same and fall right in line with those guys that we saw last season. And to take a look at the rest of the team rosters and find out more information about the Medal of Honor Bowl, visit the website at www.mohbowl.com.